How you doing today, folks? And welcome to Red Wolf EDC. Little tired. I'm existing in a baggy hoodie and basketball shorts. Just got back from Blade, but I have this waiting for me. So I'm gonna bust this open right quick and see what we got. Now, to be clear, this is a package from Mr. Dave Warren at Tuya Knives, and this is a sponsored video. But sponsored in the way that one of these knives is mine to keep free of charge. Though I'm thinking about doing a giveaway for that, so stay tuned. And the other one is something that I'm going to more than likely buy. No money's been exchanged. I sure as shit will not sell my soul for a knife or a payout. Just not who I'm as a person. I think I've shown that far more than once. But technically speaking, for transparency's sake, this is a sponsored video. So, there are two knives in here, one of which is the Caladan V2, and the other of which is the Alamo, I believe is what this is called. So, first things first, check out the Alamo. This is a knife I was pretty interested in. This is the one I'll be buying if I like it. And if not, I'll record a brief video talking about it and then send it on back. So, comes in nice little clean baggie. This is around a 4-inch blade, so on the bigger side. Normally I carry about a minimum of about around like a 4.2. So this might be a little too small, but it might work. Who the hell knows? Immediate impressions is that this thing is frankly gorgeous. I also did not know this is an integral. So that's a cool little surprise. Yeah, there's no seam there at all. So this is a limited production Tuya Alamo. As far as aesthetic wise, they have this kind of like cracked ice pattern on the pocket clip. Not a huge fan of that personally. It scratches up really easy in my experience, but otherwise very nice. I like the hardware, kind of has it like kind of like deep concave sort of like black look to it, so it has a nice little interesting piece. I also enjoy the pivot back here. Just has a little bit of texturing right there for a little bit of style. Nothing too crazy, obviously, but just nice little touch. This is all concave. The inlays are almost entirely smooth. Like if you really, really like check, you can kind of feel the seam, but like just really, really impressive with the inlay work. Now, this appears to be a front flipper, which I'm notoriously bad at, so see if I can get this with being horrible at front flipping knives. Fail, fail, fail. God damn it. There we go. So I took 3 tries. To be fair, though, I am really, really bad at front flipping. Redemption? Damn it. Damn it. Ooh. Nope. As far as the actual action, though, very, very solid. Drops down very nicely. Reverse flick. One second. I think I'm doing this wrong. Not the best reverse flicking, so make sure I'm on the lock bar. Okay, it does reverse flick. I will say it's not the easiest to reverse flick. The studs are really, really close to the actual scales you can see here. So you're not able to get a lot of force going like this, though you can definitely go under and kind of open like you would a Unumzan, where you kind of like just take underneath the actual stud and either roll it out or just push up. Normally speaking, I like to have a little bit of room there to hit my fingernail and then to knock it out like that. And that's not really going to happen with this. But you can still very much use your thumb. The action going down is very, very nice. But the problem I was running into is that because this is so close to the actual scale itself, and also as such the lock bar, for the frame lock, when you're actually going to middle finger flick it, your finger just naturally touches this actual piece right here. Now it's still totally usable. You can still totally middle finger flick it out, but it just doesn't feel great. It's a little easier if you do it like this, which is a weird way to flick a knife out. Not very stable. Oh, try this again. Yeah, it's not very stable, but that is still a viable way to go about doing it. The action to me, from a fundamental design level, right? I'm not a huge fan of it. Aesthetic wise, beautiful, nice compound ground blade. Be kind of a pain in the butt to sharpen, but really, really pretty, so kind of worth it. But the action, which is kind of the biggest thing about a knife for me, isn't that good. Ergonomic wise, just obviously a very important thing. With my size 2XL hands, I do have to use the finger choil, but there are still very comfortable. Not like an ergonomic dreamboat, not a king knife or anything like that, but definitely is still very comfortable. I do take up the entire handle, so there's not any room for me to go anywhere, but also have bigger than average size hands. So for the average person, they can probably hold it like this without any issue. My pinky's off the edge, but still feels all right. But like this, I'm able to get a full 4-finger grip. Feels very, very good. Very pretty knife. I appreciate the ergonomics very, very much. Feels really good in hand like this. Like this feels a little bit better, but I can't carry it like this comfortably. But chances are you can. The blade, I think, is exceptionally gorgeous. It almost kind of gives me like a Michael Gavich vibe. Gavich. I can't know how to say his name. Gavko. Obviously, it's not that, but it's still very, very cool. A lot of little nice touches here and there. The integral is a nice touch as well, kind of just a flex though. But the action for me, I mean, I could definitely get used to it. But for the price point these go for, I'm not sure this is going to be a keeper. This is a very, very first impressions video, as I'm literally just opened this damn thing. So I'll give it a few days, kind of see if I really do want to keep it or not, or if I want to send it back in. But that is the first impressions of the Tuya Knives Alamo. As far as the first impression goes, I think the aesthetics are a 10 out of 10. I think the knife is absolutely gorgeous. The pocket clip is something that I probably have anodized because that kind of like cracked eye finish is really, really fragile, and I'm not really a gentle person. The blade is absolutely gorgeous. The ergonomics are really, really good. However, the action to me, from a design standpoint, it's not the best. And my fingers actually kind of hurt from the nature of how that stud works and it's being so close to the actual scale. So not a big deal, but definitely still a deal. Now, as far as the Caladan, this is designed by Mr. Jim Skelton. Comes in a very nice little hard case. Ooh. Dude, that is gorgeous. Like, hopefully it's showing up on camera. But, oh my God. Wow. Okay. I'm immediately pumped. This is so fucking pretty. I'm not a huge fan of flippers, so that would normally be a deal breaker for me. But damn, dude, this looks so good. Check out the actual action. First flick. Also, as far as transparency's sake, there's like, I don't know, like some dried oil on the titanium or whatever. Not a big deal at all, but yeah, it's already off, but it's something. Just got to be honest about it. First flip, really solid action. Wow. Dude, that is so smooth going down. Okay, so the flipper tab is designed in such a way that like you can get a really, really strong flick just very, very easily. Wow. This is a $200 knife. Um, dude. So right now these are on sale for I think it's like $203, 30% off right now on TuyaKnife.com as well as gemskeleton.knives.com. You can also use, I'm pretty sure you can combine it with code RedWolf5, I believe it is. I'll double check and put it in the description, which is like save 5% off the knife. To be clear, that is not by any means like a hyperlink or a referral code or anything like that to where I get paid. I do not do those type of things at all. I refuse. That will save you money, and I will not gain a dollar for it. But if you want to use it, that's viable for anything on Tuya Knives. But this thing, sorry, I'm distracted. We're showing this in the actual camera. So they have a bunch of different variations of this, black and green, the jig titanium, I believe that's sold out right now. Fragged tie, blue tie, standard tie as well. White G10. There's a bunch of different variations, right? But I liked this immediately because just not like anything I have in my collection. I don't really have very many blue knives in general, which is this kind of blue and white style. But like, it looks good on the website, but in person, dude, like, this is just gorgeous. I also love how they have this piece like kind of like center mass to kind of like highlight the rest of the actual carbon fiber just moving around. That's probably just a fluke. I doubt they're all like that, but for my knife, like that is beautiful. The action, and I really can't stress this fact enough, right? I've shown many, many times over the life of my channel that I do not respond to sponsorships by giving favorable reviews. I will roast the ever-loving fuck out of a company with impunity without any problems. I've burned many bridges before in my life. So when I say this, I need you guys to just be fully understood that I 100% mean this and I stand by these words. Action-wise, this is the best I have ever felt for a flipper in my life. It is better than a Koning Arius, in my humble opinion, not by much. It's a very marginal difference. It's also $1,000 knife. This is $200. Better than the freaking the Shugorovs that I've tried. It's better than, God, there's so many different knives of flippers nowadays. This is just ridiculous. Like, I will say, if I'm nitpicking, the flipper, when you flip it, it doesn't feel comfortable. It almost feels kind of awkward, but it doesn't impact the action at all. And as soon as you actually deploy it and it rockets out so smoothly, it's immediately obvious why it's designed like that. And even though it feels weird to deploy, like, God, the action is good. And the drop shut, man, the freaking drop shut. Oh my God, it's just butter. Centering is dead on. So you have that perfect buttery action. Very, very slight side to side play, but that could very easily be tightened out. Up and down is entirely solid, but there is very slight side to side play. So that's probably why the action is so drop shutty. But personally, I would leave it like that because it feels so damn good. Though if it bothered you, just a little quarter turn and you're good to go, rock solid. But the action is absurd. The ergonomics for my size 2XL hands. This is not a big knife. I have 4 fingers on this knife. Now, I could choke up and have a little bit more to where it's more comfortable, but this feels absolutely terrible. This is clearly not the way the knife is designed to be used. But like this, dude, really, really good. I will say if it was like a little, like just a tad thicker and had some contouring, because there's a slight contour here, but it's really, really subtle. so it doesn't feel quite so flat in hand. It'd be better, but it's really nitpicking. Like, ergonomics on this are fantastic. As far as the transition goes, you can still feel like the scales sit proud. This one is kind of like the screw is like concaved in, so you can't really feel it. This one is out a little bit. Same thing on the opposite side. So you can feel it, but not feel it in your hand or anything like that. If you're actually like touching it, you can feel it. The inlay, as far as on the titanium go, I cannot feel the seam at all. God, it's crazy how good Tuya is when it comes to these damn inlays, because like I'm trying to grab a hold of the lip or something. I can get it right here next to the frame lock, obviously, because it has to compress inwards. But like, there's just nothing there. Just slides. It's crazy. So, sorry, totally off topic here. Action, amazing. This blade, really, really pretty. Holy shit. Ooh. Really pretty. Very, very slicey. Some of the best action, if not the best period I have ever felt, which is extraordinary. I don't even know what to say about that. Crazy that a $200 knife right now is able to get action that is that good. Also, as far as what was on the scales, there's some lube in the actual pivot that keeps kind of seeping out. So that's what it is, but not a big deal. If we're nitpicking here, and I got to be fully honest, this part of the actual pivot is flush, and this part is sticking up just a little bit. It's on both sides. So I don't love that, but it's like the smallest damn thing. So like, who really gives a shit? But action, amazing. Ergonomics, really good. Drop shut especially is amazing. Fit and finish, centering still being dead nuts. The slight side to side blade play, not ideal, but I mean, it's really slight. Like, it's just barely anything at all. But it is there. Very, very solid. Love the way this thing looks. Love the pocket clip. I'll be kind of concerned about this kind of breaking because it's pretty thin clip, to be honest. But, I mean, it's titanium, so it'll probably be fine. We'll find out eventually. But really, really nice style. Beautiful knife overall. I'm just wearing some basketball shorts today because I'm fresh back from Blade and just didn't want to put on clothes. But basketball shorts holds up very, very well. You have about that much sticking out. So about 1/4 of an inch. So not deep carry, but pretty damn close. And just overall, man, this is a insane surprise. Wow. This is going to be a keeper, but I'm going to go ahead and reach out to Dave and see if I can get a giveaway knife for the channel. And if I can't, I'm just going to go ahead and buy one and do a giveaway for the channel because this is fantastic. Wow, this is good. Again, right now there's a sale for 25% off or 30% off, something like that. I know it makes it down to like 203, 206. This for $200 is an absolute steal. I have very expensive full customs that aren't this smooth, and I'm kind of mad about it. Jesus. The tolerances are nuts. You can use code RedWolf5, I think is what it is, save an extra 5% off. Again, that is not a referral code. I do not get paid for this review. I do not get paid for you to use my code. If you use it, cool. If you don't, I do not care. But either way, definitely go buy the Caladan because this is incredible. Dude, I am so surprised by this. Like, I thought I would like it, but like, I'm kind of in love. And this is one I thought I'd be in love with, and I think it's interesting, but I definitely think it needs some refinement for sure. Those studs are kind of a strange design. There's little things here and there that can definitely be done better. Still a great knife, but not this. Like, this is, fuck, dude. At least in my eyes, fail. At least in my eyes, anyways. Perfect. Wow, I'm in love. Ooh, I'm happy right now. This is fucking sweet. See, I love that, man. I've handled so many knives and so much gear over the years that I'm kind of jaded at this point in time. Let's be honest here, folks. I'm jaded. Most things don't give me joy. Most things don't make me happy anymore. I'm just kind of like, there's this problem or this problem or this problem. This I could fix. This I could fix. I love this immediately. I'm impressed by it immediately. And y'all motherfuckers are sleeping on this design. Holy crap. This should have been sold out because my gods, if you had this in hand, you'd understand, dude. Like, pictures do it no justice. Videos do it no justice. This is next level. And the fact that we've come so far in our industry that a $200 knife, that was a fail on my part, has action like this, bro, that's nothing short of incredible. As always, folks, I love you all. Please take care. And a big, huge thank you, Mr. Dave Warren of Tuya Knives, as well as Jim Skelton from Jim Skelton Custom Knives. I appreciate you guys very, very much. And to you guys out there again, even though I appreciate those makers, y'all know if this sucked, I would tell them I'd burn the bridge. I'd roast the fuck out of them. It's just part of my nature. I'm kind of self-destructive. But for all parties involved, thank the gods, this is fucking incredible. And I'm juiced. I'm about to carry this motherfucker right now. Ooh, I'm happy. Woody woo woo woo.